What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, the one and only Sky Blackwell. Eternal Authenticity, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. I'm doing a video out here in nature, in the sunshine. I got my feet in the grass. I'm walking around, earthing myself, grounding myself. And yes, click the like button. Like this video, click the like button. Like this video, click the like button. And yes, today's video I'm talking about breakthrough energy and resilience. Breakthrough, major breakthroughs are coming. Major breakthroughs are coming. And it's because of resilience, because of resilience. So resilience is being responsible to God's word, still showing up, doing right, doing good, having a positive, pure, clean attitude, and still not giving up on God, still making sure to make some type of, effort to always be present with God every day. That's resilience. Or maybe times are hard, but still you say, hey, I trust you, God. I'm not going to go down that wrong path. I'm not going to live a wicked life. I'm not going to live an evil life. No, I'm not going to give up on you, God. That's what resilience is. When everybody else, they making excuses. They can't be bothered. They're unavailable. They're being lazy. They sold out. They gave up, or they refuse to start to put any effort. Resilience is where you're like, hey, I'm solid with God. I'm alone with God, and that's all I need. I have Jesus, the blood of Jesus flowing through me that's keeping me strong and keeping me at peace. I have peace, and I always have this unwavering faith that God is real. I know God is always directing my footsteps. God already wrote this. God is the divine orchestrator. I'm just living in my role. I'm enjoying this experience. I'm enjoying the spirit. I'm enjoying this experience that God is blessing my soul with. My soul belongs to God, so I'm enjoying my life that God has blessed me with. So that's why I'm being resilient. I'm not going to just start quitting and having a poor attitude. I'm not going to be selling out or anything like that. No, I'm still choosing to get up and handle my business. I'm minding my own business, and I'm showing up. I'm being productive. I'm choosing peace. I'm choosing freedom. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing to have faith in God's plan. I'm choosing to be patient, so I can trust God's timing. I'm trusting God's divine timing. I'm keeping an optimistic, vibrant attitude. I'm choosing to follow my dreams that God has placed in my heart, and I'm planting, I'm dropping a lot of seeds. I'm planting a lot of seeds, and I'm allowing my harvest to grow. I'm allowing myself to receive a fruitful harvest, so breakthroughs are coming. That's what comes after, all this obedience, all this sacrifice, all this delays and waiting, isolation. I've been a lot of isolation, a lot of drought, a lot of famine. I'll still be eating my vegan, alkaline, plant-based food, but many times money has been low. Many times I have not had any money, still no money, even though I know I'm a millionaire, I'm a billionaire. I know I'm a homeowner. I know I know I am a millionaire. I am a billionaire. I am the chosen one. I am chosen. I am rich. And I'm just having to allow these circumstances to align with my golden energy. I'm not going to feel defeated by these 3D circumstances, because I know this is not a true reflection of who I am. I'm supposed to have a car. I deserve a car. I deserve a new home in a more positive, supportive environment, so I don't have to tolerate being in a crappy, toxic apartment complex anymore. I'm moving by the beach. I'm moving to a house by the beach. I know I'm worthy to have a real family. I'm worthy to have a loyal, pure, faithful wife. And I'm raising my lovely children with my wife. I'm raising all the children I have with her together with her. I'm raising all of my babies, all my children. I'm making with my one and only. I'm raising my children harmoniously in the same household with my wife, the woman of my dreams. Simple, deep, affectionate, loyal, committed. So I'm worthy for that true love promise from God. I'm worthy to receive that true love promise, marriage, that God has promised to me, that I will have my special queen, my special goddess, my special lady. So yes, I'm ignoring all the hurt from the past, the toxic relationships, the failed relationships, the different narcissistic women who lied on my name. They betrayed me. They lied on me. They spread rumors. They made false allegations. They made up false allegations. They made up false accusations, trying to destroy my future. They manipulated me. They did all these scandals and manipulation and all these childish antics, trying to destroy me, out of hate, out of their own jealousy. And they were trying to lead me down the wrong path, distracting me, trying to destroy and tear down my reputation, and I'm letting that go, because I know those are fake people. They're not meant to be in my life. And all this isolation, all this separation, all this me just being alone, alone, celibate for a long time. I know, one, it was preparation, but two, and it's protection, but also, I know it's not a true reflection of how my life is going to go in the long term. I know that it's just a season, so I can get to my promised land with God, so I'm ignoring those circumstances of having nobody to talk to, no family, no friends, no family, no woman around for a long time, a year, no type of apologies. I've been craving reconciliation, reconnection, deep, real interaction, with the romance, intimacy, love. And then also even outside of romance, I'm talking about platonic, non-romantic connection. I've been craving to have connections, support, resources, helpers, customers, clients. You know what I'm saying? Like connection, a tribe, where it's not like I'm just always out in the middle of the desert alone, always out in the middle of the ocean alone. Yes, I have God, but it will be real great to have human supporters, human tribe members who I can connect with and collaborate with and work together as a team, platonically, non-romantic, and yeah, so all this isolation, ostracization, defamation of character, these spiritual attacks, spiritual warfare, all of this slander, rumors, gossip, it's not true. It's a false reality, it's a false reality. I'm refusing to settle, so I'm not going to be discouraged, by how, hey, I have no money still. After all this work, I'm 9 years vegan, 9 years plant-based alkaline vegan, and I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I be running and just out here doing magic, doing miracles with God's grace, and people just watching. They're just watching, but nobody's paying up. Nobody's investing. Nobody's sending money. Nobody's sending financial resources. Nobody's compensating me, but you just want to watch and lurk and target and hate. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the real people that do help out and love me and they're loyal, but it's time for some change to happen, because I've been putting in a lot of work and I'm tired of being overlooked. I'm tired of, being overlooked. I'm tired of, being underestimated and underpaid. I'm tired of being undervalued. I'm tired of being unappreciated and taken for granted. I'm tired of just being passed on by, and ignored. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. I'm being myself. I'm not a clown. I'm not a puppet. I'm not about to people please. I'm not a people pleaser. I'm being my raw, real, true self, the way God created me, respectfully. So I'm worthy to win. I'm worthy to be happy. I'm worthy to have joy and peace within my spirit. I'm worthy to have a fun, happy, beautiful life with my family. I'm worthy to travel around the world instead of being stuck in a cage inside of this trap, inside of this scam. That's what it feels like life is like. It's like a scam, in America and Texas. I'm praying to escape my hometown, Dallas, Texas. I am praying to escape and leave my hometown, Dallas, Texas, because the hate is so bad. I've been here for 30 years, all my life, and I need some money. They over here judging, holding stuff against me from the past, making lies, being stingy, greedy, they hating, all this criticisms, judgments, lack of support. They trying to break me with, being quiet, being silent, lack of support. How can you claim to be a child of God, but you're over there hating? You're hating, you don't want to support, you don't want to help out, you don't want to reach out, you don't want to send any love or kindness, you don't want to send no positive vibes or good vibes, but you say you believe in God. That's why there's a lot of fake people out there. It's a lot of scammers, it's a lot of racism, a lot of discrimination, a lot of racism, for no reason at all. Lots of narcissism. And I'm praying for miracles. I am praying to receive miracles. I'm deeply praying to receive magical miracles so I can move on to a new home in a more positive environment where I'm celebrated. I'm done being tolerated. I'm ready to move to a new home where I am celebrated, where I'm welcomed, I'm valued, I'm respected, I'm understood, So I'm being patient, I'm holding on, I'm being diligent, and I know major breakthroughs are coming because I'm the last man standing. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity, God is my witness. God is my protector. God is my refuge. God is my salvation. God is my strength. God is my weapon. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm still up here shining. I'm thriving. I'm glowing. And it's because I'm the chosen one. I'm the greatest. I'm always going to still be showing up in a successful, powerful way, uploading YouTube videos for the next 60 plus years. Yes, I'm always going to be thriving, shining, showing up in a successful, powerful way. I'm uploading YouTube videos for the next 60 plus years, shining in a golden, magnificent way, because I'm a high rank captain. Yeah, I'm a high rank captain. I've paid the cost to be the boss. No, I'm not going to be selling out at a job. I've already graduated that whole system of working tons of jobs for many years. And I am a boss. I am a successful boss. I am a powerful CEO. I am a thriving entrepreneur. So I'm worthy to receive my divine inheritance. I'm worthy to receive my abundance. I'm worthy to enjoy my abundance and divine inheritance so I can carry on with my life. I'm taking care of my family. I'm providing for my family. And I'm serving the world in a better way. I'm serving God by serving the world, healing energy, consultations, wisdom, natural products, knowledge, healing remedies, recipes, books, music, podcasts, clothing, herbal detox remedies, fruits, vegetables, service. I'm a service provider. I'm helping out with my hands too. I can help people out with different stuff, just even around the house or with the garden or with the car, stuff like that, in restaurants, all that stuff, So I deserve better. I deserve more. I'm done being in poverty. I'm refusing to be stuck in poverty. I'm refusing to be stuck in my hometown. I'm ready to move on and travel and have a happier, better, more positive, exciting life where I'm having fun. I'm not going to feel bad for wanting a better life for myself because I know I'm worthy to be happy and at peace and receive these promises of God, of having real, true love, riches, wealth, financial freedom, success in my businesses, respect, peace, honor, support, family, good health, longevity. Yes, this is what I stand for. Freedom, justice, protection, freedom, justice, protection, respect, peace, pure energy, joy, kindness, compassion. Yeah, that's what I'm all about. Healthy energy, clean energy, obedient energy. That's what I'm standing for. Righteousness. I'm standing for righteousness and honorable living. So these 3D circumstances outside over and over again, I'm just always seeing this apartment that I've been living in for so many years. I know that's a lie, because I'm about to be out of here. I'm about to be gone. That is not my life. Real talk. And every time I check up, the bank account, no money. Over and over and over again. Nobody to help out, nobody to ask. All this silence. Can't nobody be found for a text message, for a phone call, for a real life meetup. It's a lot of hush, 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 hush. All these secrets. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no mail came. Well, they can send some debt collectors and bill collectors, and these little scam advertisements about junk, right? But ain't nobody got nothing to give. Nobody got no gifts to give, no appreciation, no apologies, no confessions, no money, no checks. Like, what's up? I'm over here staying on this over and over and over again for years, doing right. I'm doing right. I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? So I know that's all a false reality. When people give me these evil eye and this bad attitude and this salty energy, this stinky, funky energy with this negativity, I know I don't have to put up with that. I know I don't have to tolerate that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I know who I am. I'm a king. I'm a king. I'm the crown jewels. I'm the pharaoh. I'm the prophet. So I'm laughing. Yeah, I'm laughing at this false reality because I know God has better for me. God has better for me, and that is the real truth. So I don't know how. I don't have to know how or when these miracles and supernatural blessings are coming. I just know it's coming because I'm doing right. I'm on God's side. God is on my side. I'm on God's team, So I'm always taken care of. I'm always provided for abundantly. So I just got to be patient. But, I've been over here suffering, fighting to survive all of my life. Never fit in anywhere. Did not ever feel understood at all by my family. Lots of betrayal, lots of lies, lots of dysfunction. lots of dysfunction, lots of just awkward separation, and always suffering in poverty, fighting to survive, just not even knowing where I'm going to get my next food or money or anything. Walking the streets year after year, the bus, taking the bus, trains, Ubers, rides from other people, and just walking the streets, running. I've had cars in the past, but my money has been attacked. My finances have been attacked, and there's no way how there's toxic, wicked, evil people out there who are on a demonic vibration. They're out here fooling around with all this fast money and all this fancy material possessions and cars and houses and all this fame and fortune, right? But me, I have nothing. I have nothing. Eviction notices, memories from the past. And that's it. Water. You know what I'm saying? I have my soul. I have my soul. But I don't have no money. I don't have no money. And it's been like this all of my life. I've never had no big money. I've never had no big money. It's never been, I've always been working all these jobs. All these jobs have just barely just been getting me by, just to see another day. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know what it's like to finally be able to be stable financially. I really don't. I know in my vision, in my dreams, and what I've seen from others, but I have not experienced that ever. You know what I'm saying? Ever. You know what I mean? I don't know what that's like to not have to always be borrowing and asking people for money and being on food stamps, EBT, trying to get these government benefits and stuff, like going to the food pantry. I mean, I'm grateful for resources, but I'm ready for the upgrade. That's what I'm talking about, these major breakthrough upgrade. I'm staying persistent. I'm having diligence, and I'm keeping my integrity. But I know this major upgrade, major breakthrough is coming, because I can't tolerate a mediocre life. My life is far beyond average. I'm more than just a statistic. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. I am a high value man. I am a high value man. So I'm worthy for my life to be upgraded. So that's why I'm being persistent. I'm showing a lot of perseverance and persistence to God's will. You know what I mean? I know this breakthrough and upgrades are coming for me. So that's why during these times of drought, these dry seasons where it's like, yes, I know God is always there with me. Jesus is with me. But it's like, man, like, where it's bad, where it's like, God just says, yeah, I'm leaving you alone. So I'm the only one you could talk to, just to remind you that I'm always going to be the one that's always there, So it's deep. I know things will align for me. I know things will get better for me. I'm trusting things will get better for me. I'm never giving up. I've made it this far. I've been through so much. I've been homeless. I've been homeless before. I've been evicted before. I've been in jail different times before, and I'm not going back. I refuse to go back. I have improved myself for the better. I have healed myself. I have changed myself for the better with God's grace. I have renewed my mind. I have purified myself, and I'm much wiser. I'm much more intelligent now. I was always smart, but I'm even more mature now. I'm more responsible, and I'm more honorable now. And that's why I'm just letting go. I'm surrendering to God's will for my life. I don't know how it's going to happen or when it's going to finally come. These miracles that I've been praying for all of my life, for all of these abuse, neglect, abandonment, discrimination, racism, all the stuff I've been suffering, where I have never received any justice. I haven't received any justice from anything I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Where's my lawyer? You know what I'm saying? Where is my lawyer at? Where's my team? You know what I'm saying? Who's on my side? You know, I know God's on my side, but it's like, wow, you know, this is heavy. This ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. So I'm not giving up. I know God is real. I'm showing perseverance. I'm staying persistent. You know, I'm maintaining my dignity. I'm maintaining this diligence. You know, I'm having a good attitude. And I know these major breakthroughs and upgrades are coming from my life because I'm putting in work. I'm fasting. I'm exercising. I'm staying disciplined and strict. I'm a plant-based alkaline vegan lifestyle. I'm drinking tons of spring water, herbal teas, coconut water, mango juice, soursop juice. You know what I'm saying? Damiana tea. You know what I'm saying? Strawberries, blueberries, arugula, kale salads with chickpeas, portobello mushrooms. I'm doing the work. I'm exercising. You know, I'm choosing peace. I'm protecting my environment. You know, I'm being a hero. I'm protecting my environment, and I'm being a positive influence. I'm leaving a positive impact. You know, I'm inspiring people to change for the better. Well, most people, they want to pull you into a dark space. I'm shining as a bright light of inspiration. I'm shining as a bright light of inspiration in a world full of darkness and war, you know. So I know I'm going to be rewarded in a wonderful, amazing way. I'm going to be rewarded in a wonderful, amazing way. I could have gone down a dirty, bad path, but nah, I chose to clean up my act. I chose to do better and grow up, which most people, they never do. They never grow up. They refuse to grow. Most people, they stay lazy, you know, but I'm the 1%. I'm actually creating a healthier world. You know, I'm actually creating a healthier atmosphere within the world, you know, so my time is coming. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. And thank you for everybody that supports me. Thank you for all the authentic tribe. Thank you for all the authentic people, for your love and positive energy. Thank you for investing into me, Authentic Squad. Those who believe in me, those who support me, you will prosper. You will succeed. I'm wishing you the best at your unique life, you know. So I know my time is coming because I've been planting seeds for a long time. Good, high quality, rich, fertile seeds of nourishment and alkalinity and, you know, divinity and radiance. You know what I'm saying? And I've been waiting. I've been patient. A lot of times my seeds were trashed and they were disrespected. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times my seeds were disrespected and harmed, you know, in a unjust way. You know what I'm saying? So I'm ready to finally receive an abundant, fruitful harvest for all of this labor, for all of these years, all of these sacrifices, jobs, heartbreak, heartache, jail time, all this stuff, poverty, homelessness, everything I've been through, being backstabbed, betrayed, isolated. I'm here. I'm always still here. I'm blessed. I'm free forever. I'm free forever because the Holy Spirit, Jesus Christ, saved me. And now I'm on a higher realm. I'm on a higher frequency. I'm doing better. I'm not my past, you know. So I'm strong. I'm legit. I'm too legit. I'm too legit to quit because I'm favored by God. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. That's why I'm different, because I'm favored by God. You know, most people, they worship the devil. They worship demonic entities. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You know, most people, they're being used by Satan. You know, that's why I'm different, because I'm being used by God. I have nothing to hide. Wonder why nobody's out here in the sunshine? You know what I'm saying? Wonder why everybody's just inside, hating inside in the darkness, scrolling and hating inside the darkness, in the darkness. While I'm out here, I'm shining, I'm thriving, I'm glowing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the truth. I'm the real truth. God chose me, so thank you for the love, and I hope y'all have a wonderful, happy day. Maintain that perseverance, maintain that persistence, to God's will. Have that faith. Keep pushing forward. Keep working towards that new breakthrough. Keep doing the work for these upgrades. That's what I'm doing. I'm not going to grow weary in doing good. I'm not going to grow weary in doing good. I know the work of my hands will be rewarded. The work of my hands will be rewarded, because I've been showing up, keeping it real, and improving myself. I've been literally always going 100% to develop myself every day. And I'm committed to self-development for the rest of my life. I'm committed to staying free and happily in love for the rest of my life. I'm committed to health and growth and evolution and serving God in a higher, more amazing way. I'm committed, to staying on the right path. So I'm letting go. I'm surrendering to God's timing. I know God is the one that controls the outcome, so I'm not going to grow weary in doing the right thing and doing good. I'm going to keep doing good. Sky Blackwell, eternal authenticity. So, yes, the outcome belongs to God. I'm just putting in my best work every day. So, thank you. Breakthroughs, upgrades, and guess what? Perseverance, persistence, diligence. It's important to keep on holding on to God. That's what perseverance and resilience, staying resilience, holding on to God, resilience. It's important. So, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Follow me on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity, Message me, send me positive energy, Eternal Authenticity, Instagram. Also order my 2 new ebooks on Amazon Kindle. Alkaline Healing Herbs for Success, Supreme Healing Wisdom, Alkaline Healing Herbs for Success. These 2 ebooks are detoxification natural ebooks for all the herbs and knowledge and wisdom to purify your temple with the right teas. And, I'm giving you the nutrition facts, the recipes, the specific details and facts and truth and tips for the proper, highest alkaline fruits and vegetables you need to eat, the correct, proper nutrition. I'm giving you that accountability. I'm giving you that true guidance so you can lose weight and flush out your body of parasites and sickness. So links are below in this YouTube video description. Amazon Kindle, Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity, my ebooks. Order my ebooks. Thank you. Schedule a consultation, book a consultation, schedule a consultation, detox, nutrition, and wellness consultation with me. I will help you to transform for the better. I will help you to heal and detox and lose weight and live a higher quality of life. Consultation links are below in this YouTube video description. Find me on social media, my YouTube, my Instagram, Threads, Sky Blackwell. Hit me up and book a consultation with me, and I got you with the knowledge and the coaching. I will coach you, I will counsel you. And yes, enjoy my podcast. I have my new podcast series on Spotify and Apple. I have music and I have podcasts. I have a podcast and I have music on Apple and Spotify and Amazon Music and iHeartRadio, I think also. But yes, for sure, I'm on Spotify, I'm on SoundCloud, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Apple Music, I'm on Amazon Music. So check out my new podcast on Spotify and Apple. Check out my new music on Spotify and Apple for sure. I got the links below in this YouTube video description, Sky Blackwell. And yes, thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Enjoy. Y'all stay blessed. Hit me up for consultations, for ebooks. Enjoy my music and my podcasts. And y'all take care. Also, send me some money. Send me that cash. Send me the blessings. I'm open to receiving all the financial resources. Help me out with the money. Help me out with the money, prosperity. Send me that abundance. Send me that financial wealth. Send me those financial, helpful restoration resources. Send me that cash so I'm able to provide for my family in a better way. So I'm able to help take care of my family, and I'm able to serve humanity in a better way because I'm being helped out. I'm receiving help, and I'm able to help others out better. So thank you for the love. Thank you for the positive vibes. And yes, resilience. Resilience. Resilience is key. And we got to know that major breakthroughs and upgrades from God are coming through. Sky Blackwell, Eternal Authenticity. Y'all stay blessed. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Peace.